Good morning. How you doing? Right. Just need to prepare a couple of things and just need to jump off the train once we are at home. Yeah, let's just listen to it. Yeah, sounds good. That and get rid of that and get this, save that. Now we've made it home. That is very handy. All right, let's jump out. Oh, this is too high sensitivity. It's so random. I don't know why the sensitivity keeps changing. Okay, I think I can live with that. All right, we do need to change the color scheme because it's not bright enough. Maybe we'll pick this one. Is that how it works? No? Edit. Alright. Let's pick this. Paste it into there. Oh, what? Okay. E8 7D 4D. E8 7 8 4D. All right. E8 7 784D. Alright, here we go. And then what's the other one? 9698A6. 9698A6. Is that right? 9698A6. Yeah. Cool. Let's go with that for a while. At least it's a little bit brighter. Here we go. So, what are we doing today? Well, we are going to go and look at that production line over there. And improve the iron-based production line. And in fact, what we're going to do today first is a bunch of planning of just exactly how we're going to improve it. There's lots of things that we need to change over there. The lifting, I don't like. Lots of things I don't like over there. So essentially what we're doing is we're taking everything that we've learned and we're going to apply it to the iron factory. And then, you know, that'll be a key input for wherever we put our new sort of everything production. And I might May well put it like somewhere on that island. Pretty tempted by that. Get out of here. Because it's like a separate thing, you know, this is like the sort of newbie part, and then that's like the professional factory over there, you know. I think that sounds pretty cool. I kind of like this a bit brighter. That's good. So at least we can see what we're doing. All right. So I guess to planning. I was going to look at the power. Look at this, 94 gigawatts. Just incredible amounts of power. All right. So, what I'm thinking about is what we want the output of that factory to be, right? And I'm just thinking about, let's see, where do all the iron plates... Well, I guess we'll have everything as an output. And then the question is, how do we want to, like, what kind of targets do we want to achieve in terms of the various materials? Like, do we want every material to essentially consume every source material that it possibly can? Like, for example, we produce all the iron plates that we can sort of make, right? Like, if we can, like, if we look over yonder, right, we can turn that off. Actually, we can turn this off. The iron ore can stay. Resource wells, don't really need those. Okay. So we have 3 of these iron ore nodes over there, right, that we can push to 720 per minute. So I'm thinking about whether we make like the iron plate production be able to consume all of that, which is basically, I think it's a 1-for-1 production. Oh no, it actually goes down. So yeah, those are some of the things that we're thinking about. So, and I think the answer is yes. We just, for every single factory level, like all the input materials, it's going to be designed such that all the input materials can be consumed. So for the iron plates, it means that, you know, we have to be essentially producing, iron plates. Iron rods are going to be a lot. Essentially, we have to be able to sink 3 times 720 iron ingots per minute on that level. But then for some of the more complicated, the screws are going to be really complicated because they produce such a huge amount of output. But for some of the more complicated ones, like here, we actually have to figure out. So overall, we only have so much iron ore supply, right? So for this level, we have to figure out what the balance would be. And for the moment, we're just going to scale it to 720 iron ore per minute. But you know, we're going to actually change that. Sorry, the 3 times 720, but it needs to be possible. Yeah, whatever, I'm gonna leave those. That's too hard to change. It needs to be possible to actually expand it beyond that. All right, so let's do some planning then on that basis. They don't care. doesn't care like rocks don't care. I'm actually looking forward to being able to use all the flying stuff again, which I haven't been able to use for quite a while. Alright, so let's figure it out. Oops, that's the wrong. It's the wrong mouse. Okay, let's get rid of this. Right, let's get a notepad up. Good. So, this is going to be iron ore. Make this bigger, right? Produces, what, 720 times 3. What's that? 720 times 3. 2160. 2160 iron ore per minute from in 3 Mark 3 minus with 1 power shard each. Right. So let's call this iron ore. Okay, and then the smelting is 1-for-1. And it's handy that we're over here because we have all of the iron-based production here. Alright, so these smelters consume 30 iron ingots per minute. Uses 2160 iron ore to produce 2160 iron ingot in, what would it be? And 2160 divided by 30, 72 smelters. That's ridiculous. A lot of smelters. And what we would say in, what's this divided by 3? 24 in rows of 24. 24 smelters, right? So we'll have 3 rows of 24 smelters, and then we essentially have three of these lifters here that can do 2160 iron ingots per minute. Alright, so then the next step, or the next level would be the plates. So how do the plates work? Okay, so they consume 30 iron ingots. Uses 2160 iron ingots to produce whatever iron plates in 72 constructors. And 72 times 20 is going to be 1400. I think it's going to be 1440. 7 times 20. Yep. All right. So that's how much that produces. And of course we're going to sink all of the, well, at the top we'll, that's actually an interesting question. So on each level we might put down awesome sinks for anything that isn't getting consumed, so that we always see like the total production rates that are actually possible. Like that it's all working and not just queuing up, you know? But of course it's gonna need to be done in a way where, you know, if there's anything that can go up, it goes up. but yeah, I think that we'll do that in this case, and we'll see if it's interesting. All right, then these guys. These actually are going to be even more ridiculous. Oops. But the problem with that is I think you can only sink material at the end, because like after it's been lifted all the way to the top and anyone that wants to has drawn all of the material from it, right? Because otherwise, let's say that you are trying to produce iron rods, like then you're still going to be sinking the iron plates and sort of consuming half the material. So I think that you can only really sink something at the end. But yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. I don't know if, because this is going to be twice that many. It's gonna be like 144 constructors. Produce 2160 iron rods per minute in 144. I'm not sure if we're gonna do this yet. Let's see what it is like, what the numbers are, and then we can choose whether this is something that makes sense. I just want to see what maybe we'll rebalance it to something else. We'll see. All right, so then these screws, but I want a different recipe. 12.5 iron ingot per minute to 50 screws. Yeah, this is way too ridiculous. Uses 2060 iron ingot to produce. Okay. What is it? 2160. 12.5. 173. Constructors. Iron ingot. Yeah, this is going to be way too ridiculous. Times 50. 8640 screws. We'll see though. Because I'm thinking about how many clicks I have to do, how many things that we have to connect, and how long this is going to take as a result. Maybe we'll start with like one of these and then see whether we want to go to all three of them. I think that's probably a good plan. Right, so let's change this to 720. 24 smelters. Okay, so they have a 1-to-1 ratio. I didn't get per minute, so 720 iron ingot to produce, what would it be? Well, it's going to be 24 constructors. So it's basically 24 times 20, which is 480. Okay. 2160. Choose 2160. No, 720. And it's going to be again in 24 constructors. Okay. 720 divided 57.6. 58 constructed. Times 50. 2008. 280 screws per minute. 58 constructed. See, this is still quite a lot. Okay, so then we can go up to this level. Right. So use this. What are the rates here? 30 iron plate and 60 screw to produce 5 reinforced plate per minute in 1 assembler. Pretty sure this is an assembler. Yeah. Okay, so what's the iron ore consumption of this, right? So 30 iron plates is 45 iron ingots. 30 iron plate. 30 iron plates is equal to 45 iron ingots. 60 screws equal to 60 times 12.5 over 50, right? Plate equal to, it would be 30 times 30 on 20. I'll explain this maths in just a second. So 30 iron plates, right? So we need 30 of them, and the ratio of iron ingots to iron plates is that 30 iron ingots produce 20 plates, right? So we're trying to figure out what number of iron ingots we need, so we need the iron ingots on top. And again, the screws, it takes 12.5 iron ingots to produce 50 screws, so let's figure this out. 30 times, yep, it's 45, so if we go 60 times 12.5 over 50 is 15. Right, so we go total iron ingot is 60 per reinforced plate. Right, so we can essentially, if we were to sort of build all of the reinforced plates possible, we would go 720 divided by 60, we'd have 12 assembler, right? And this is 60 reinforced plates, and this consumes 720 screws, and 3 times 12, 24, 36, 360 iron plate. Is that right? Times 30. Yeah. Okay. So let's go 360 times 1.5, 540. Okay. So plus 720 times 12.5, 50. Yep. So that's right. Let's see how far this processes all the material down. It's quite crazy. autosave going on. And this produces these rotors. So let's figure the rotors out. Uses 20 iron rod. And 100 to produce 4 rotors per minute in one assembler. Okay, so let's put this in. So 20 iron rods. Okay. Plate. No, it's plate. Equal to 20 iron ingots, because it's a 1-for-1 recipe, and then 100 screws is equal to 100 times 12.5 over 50, so essentially 25 iron ingot, right? Because 100 divided by 50 was 2, and then if we multiply this by 2, then we get to 25. So the total iron ingot is 45 per reinforced plate. So then if we divide 720 divided by 45, we get 16 assemblers, and are therefore able to, okay, 16 times 2 is 32, double that is 64, really? That's it. Times 4, yeah, okay. Interesting. And this is going to consume 1600 screws and 360 iron rod. Okay, so if we go 360 plus, what was it? 1600 times 12.5 over 50, we get to 760, so we did something wrong. So 100 times 12.5 over 50. See, that's 25. Um, 20 plus 25 is 45. Okay. So 100 times 16 is 1600. Oh, this is 320. Right. Yep, and then we are at 720. Okay. So this is what it takes to essentially consume all of the iron ore from 720 iron ore into rotors. So you can make sort of 64 rotors. Just not a lot. And then what is this? Modular frames. Yep. This is going to be far more expensive. Alright, so let's take this. Uses 3 reinforced plate. Oh, they're called reinforced iron plates. Okay. And 12 iron rod. To produce, I think it's 2 modular frames. Frame per minute in one assembly. Okay, so pre-reinforced plate. We already figured out that that's 180 iron ingot, right? Because it's 60 reinforced plate per iron ingot, and 3 of them is 180. Right, and 12 iron rod is equal to 12 iron ingot, because there's a 1-for-1 relationship, so the total iron ingot is 192 per modular frame. Right, so we're going to have a clean one here. It's about 4 assemblers that we can do. Uh, 3.75 times 2, 7.5. Note this is over capacity, and this one was also over capacity, I'm pretty sure. So not going to be sinking the material perfectly. Right, so instead of times 2, it's times 12. 45, and then times 3, 11.25. Right, so then if we go times, well, let's go 11.25 times 60, I believe. Okay, plus 45. Yep, that's 720. Okay. So the next step, yeah, and then after that, we actually do the steel production. So that's all the iron-based production lines. Which is pretty cool. So I think all of the things that don't have are not used as inputs, I think we can sink those. So these modular frames can be sunk, right? Because they are not used as inputs for anything. And then the rotors can be sunk as well. But yeah, we're not going to be producing very many of these things in just sort of the base production here. Even if we were to go to 3 times this, it would only really be 22.5, 16, 32, 48 rotors per minute, or 180 reinforced iron plates. That's actually pretty reasonable. It's going to be 1. So yeah, this is going to be the target. Now, what we're going to do next. I don't actually know whether, probably, no, I'll just carry the material for the foundations. So, alright, so what would we need? One of these. And then what else? Okay, 24 smelters. 24, 48. 48 plus 58. Just go 24 plus 24 plus 58, 106 constructors. Six, and then how many assemblers? 12, 28, 32 assemblers. Okay. Oh, one of these. Probably one of these. Then we should be good to go. And then we probably need like 200 of these and 200 of these. We'll be fine on the rest. Logistics, probably need like 1,000 and 1,000. It's gonna be quite a lot, and then probably like 100 of these. Probably again like 100 of these and 100 of these. Don't need any pipes. Don't need any of this. Maybe just, let's say 300 and 300 of these splitters. Yeah, one of these guys for the sink. Actually, two of them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for now. And we'll see what else we want to do. Transportation, we should be fine. And yeah, foundations, we're gonna say like 2,000. And 1,000 walls or something like that. Actually, we're not gonna be using any walls for now, so I shouldn't put that in. Okay, so then the question becomes, what do I already have? Alright, so, and what can I throw away? I can definitely throw away this stuff. Oh wait, I couldn't. Oh well. Do I need AI limiter? No. So I'm going to throw that away. I don't think I need this. Nope. I will need wire. I don't think I need cooling systems. I think I need a little bit of motors. Wire, yeah. But only one stack. Okay. 128 rotors, so basically 2 stacks. I don't think I need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. Okay, I will need these, don't need this. All of this can go. Okay, we do need the heavy modular frame. We will need this. We need iron rods. Yeah, we'll need more of that. Modular frames. I don't think we should need modular frames. Okay. Do need reinforced plates, and I think we need some of this. Steel beam, steel pipe, so we just take one stack and another stack. Okay, this is fine. And let's take this. we can throw this away. Right. So we're gonna assemble basically everything except for the concrete and iron plates. Stick it into the transportation thing and then we'll get it over there. So let's do that. Actually, it's probably more complicated to do that. But we're gonna need to, otherwise I have to keep coming back here. Alright, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this though. Alright. I'm gonna take a little bit more than I strictly have to. Okay. I don't think I need screws. I haven't needed screws for a long time. Okay. Get rid of this. Okay. That's good. These should be the modular frames, not the rotors, which I think we already have enough of, so that's fine. Don't need these. Don't need steel stuff for the moment. Don't need concrete just yet. Okay, we do need stuff from here. Alright. Okay, then we need cabling. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, we'll grab that much cabling. Okay, and then got some alclad. And then one stack of supercomputers, and then we should be good to go. Right, so I just need to leave enough space for one supercomputer. So we'll have to take some more alclad on the way there as well. So don't need this, don't need this. We're looking for supercomputers. Okay. It's good. And then we are good to go. So let's see. These guys have no destination, so I'm only going to actually fill up the ports. Okay. So this is being loaded into the drones, which is why it's disappearing. That's good. Okay. And then we'll put these in. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll be back. One moment. I was thinking about it, and I think that what we'll do is we'll just produce up to either 720 or the maximum demand plus 720 at most. Actually, no. The screws is kind of what's the point of producing all of these screws, right? At most, we're going to be demanding 720, 1600 screws. So I think we should limit ourselves to just produce the 1600 screws, because whenever screws are not material that we need for building, right? So it's just going to be used for this production. I think some of the special buildings might require them, so we'll still deliver them into the storage and transportation network, but I think we're going to change this. Alright, so we're only going to produce 1600 screws, and 1600 divided by 50 is 32 constructors. They're going to need times 12.5, 400 iron ingots. Alright, so we'll do this. I think it makes more sense. Alright, so we need to grab now yeah, we'll do it in a different way. I want to make sure that we grab enough here. Because the next step is to actually grab the materials for the drones on the other side. I don't know. I think it's gonna be here. Yep. Okay. Let's grab. Yeah, I think we had over 1,000 before, so we'll do that now. I am going to grab the iron material, sorry, the steel material. Right, let's grab a couple of these, and then we'll grab all the concrete. Do we need this much? About this much. Okay, and then let's grab 2 pipes. Okay, and then we'll grab, I don't know, all the iron ore that we can take. Iron plates, I should say. Just going to be a lot. We didn't even have enough space. Alright, so let's clear this. Like, almost sneezing, but not quite. We need one of these drone ports. Then we need, let's say, 10 of these and 10 of these. And then we already have the belts. Right, so I have to find enough room for some motors, supercomputers, outlet casting, and high-speed connector, and some heavy modular frames. Okay. And what do I already have? Steel beam. Okay. Good. Oh, right. So, this will be the stator production, and then this will be the motor production. So just need, oops, say 1, 2, 3 as a starting point. Might not be enough. Alright, I think the heavy modular frames are next. save. Alright. So we need 4 more materials. So 1, 2, 3, oops, 4. Okay. I think that might have been 5. Whatever. Supercomputer. I think this is the supercomputers. No, these are just the computers. Okay. Those are those materials. We already have enough of this. Don't need. Oh yeah, we do need this. Okay, let's grab some of this. And then we also need the radio control units. It's the silica. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. And then we just need high-speed connector and supercomputer. Here we go. Okay, this should be the supercomputers. Alright. Cool. So now we have all the materials, so we can make our way over there. It's a train. Weird that there's only one train on that line. Anyway. Yeah, I think we will make our new production line, like our new sort of production facility, like right over there. Then we have a pretty easy delivery from the iron facility right over here. And we'll see where we put the copper facility, and the steel facility will be somewhere, I think, over there, because there's a location with lots of iron ore and coal, which is the key material for steel production. Alright. And yeah, our aluminum production is right here as well. Admittedly, our battery production is kind of far away, but what we'll actually do is we'll sort of transfer the batteries, and I guess the, plastic production and so on is like right over there, so we'll just transfer it from there and extend the line to here or something. Is there only one iron train? I thought there were more than one. Maybe I took. That's the fuel generators over there. That's kind of neat. Alright. Now, so the key thing here, or some of the key problems that we had here, was that some of our production lines were hitting up against that. So we'll actually start the new production lines like to the left of this thing here. Look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I deleted one of them. So that's going to be the plan. And then the question is, where do we put our drones? So I wasn't making rotors here. So this storage level will have to be relocated to this level here. So we'll probably be making the... Yeah, this is not a good arrangement here. It's too close together. We'll have to change that. We'll make this level the storage level. Right, where's the power? Oh, I don't have any power line. Alright, well, I need to fix that anyway. I have no way of fixing that. Alright, so I'll just have to disconnect some of these production lines. Let's go to the screw level and take the here we go. You can take some of this. Oh. Alright. I'm actually getting the material. Okay, so let's put down these things. Yeah. So let's put in like half of this, half of this. Right. So now we can go grab those materials. Oh yeah. Here we go. Take all of that. Right, that's probably enough. Okay. Where's the power? Wouldn't it be... Huh. Interesting. Alright, let's get the power to here. Then we can get it to here. Alright, so let's put down just a little bit more. Don't need a lot more. Alright. Now I have to see if I remember all of the materials that we actually have. So logistics. Let's do the drone port first. Alright, we'll put it like here. And then we'll all ports, building material source, let's say port name, iron building materials. Okay. Iron building materials, iron building materials. Okay, good. So now the drones are going to be coming over here. And then can do this criminal splitter. Alright, didn't quite get that. Right. So this one, whoops, here, any undefined, and we'll add iron plate, and we'll add concrete. Where's the autosave? Okay. You never know what it's going to delete. Alright. Let's go through here and do any undefined. Oops, any undefined. Right, so what have you delivered? Alright, supercomputers. Right, so let's make this one the steel. Steel beams. Steel pipe. Right, then we can make this sort of the supercomputer. Right, what else? Ah, yeah. On top of this, we can get you the reinforced iron plate and actually the rotor. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, already select that, but hey. Alright. Right, so now we have essentially gotten all of those materials out. And I don't remember what else we would have grabbed. Oh, iron rods. So probably add iron rods here. Iron rod. What else? All right. The L-clad. Okay. And what else? Oh, reinforced. No, heavy modular frames. Okay. What else? Come on, get over here, drones. Sorry about that. Sneeze came over me violently. Alright. What goodies do you bring? Oh. What's it? Cable. There should be any. Okay, good. So we'll just take the cable out of here and put the cable into here. Oh, and wire. Not quick wire. Okay. What else? There's another drone. I don't know how much else they have to deliver. Anything else that made it this, you know? Maybe that's everything. So we have that, we have some of that, we have some supercomputers, L-clad. Still are yet to see the wire get delivered. And one thing that I'm sort of worried about is, oh wait, no, they're all delivering now. Alright, what else? Come on, get your material here. And now it's done. What goodies are you bringing? Right, just some iron rods and plates. Okay, we've got that guy waiting. Alright, get out of here. Move it. Anyway, we can start to actually put down the foundations and stuff. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so this is going to be the starting point. Oh, I didn't bring in any just gonna clear the place a little bit. I didn't bring any power shards with me. Be cool if there was like an electric chainsaw. Maybe it works similar to this hover pack or something, I don't know. Right. Right, get these trees out of here. Got a lot of wood. Right, these trees. We're clearing the forest for progress. There we go. Right, let's get this one out of here. I don't know if I ever found the third iron ore location here either. The theory was that it's in a cave somewhere, but I don't know. Right, let's get this. Alright, and then we'll get these last couple of trees over here, last few trees over here, and then we'll leave it at that. We probably have, oh, there we go, clean all of them at once. That's a lot of leaves and wood and stuff. That's crazy. Maybe I'll go store those. We might need them at some point, and we have a stockpile of them. I don't think we'll ever need them, but hey, why not? Alright, let's put them up here. Right, there's the wire. Alright, let's get these things into here. Alright, oh yeah, then the other question, let's see. Alright, so there's enough power slugs over here. Let's grab those. Ah, we found the other iron ore. Is that an enemy? The answer is yes. Where are you hiding? He did yet? No. Get out of here. Ooh. I should have healed. Alright, hang on. So, how do we make? It's mycelia and alien organs, alright. So, let's take these alien organs and those alien organs and this mycelia. And we can just make a bunch of these. What are we running out of? I think we're running out of alien organs. So this uses that stuff. And what does this use? Paleberry. Barrel that. Okay, whatever. Let's put this back and this back. Ah, we can take those. Alright, what are we gonna do? I guess we'll catch a train. Yep, let's do that, and then we'll just go down there. I killed both of them before I died, so we killed each other. So, oh, I should actually. Otherwise I might accidentally click. Right. Probably, yeah. Probably this one. Actually, I won't have a way of getting over to the train platform. I need to just grab a stack of this and possibly a stack of the concrete. Right. Ooh, I'm gonna take damage. Whatever. Yeah, not this one. Actually, maybe yeah, this one. That's really annoying to just randomly die. And I'm surprised that there's no, like, armor or something like that, you know? searched it or something. Alright, here we go. Right, let's take a stack of this. Right, that's not too far away. Foundations, modular RAM. Alright. We won't be catching that train. Let's see. Trains go fast. Right. Need to be careful. Don't walk off. Right, the iron train is kind of far away. So we'll probably end up walking there faster than if we were to get onto this train. Maybe. We're pretty slow. Right. Oop, I missed. Right, here we go. Didn't miss that time. Maybe we'll do a truck delivery network or something like that. I don't know yet. Like that's a very short distance to go from there to there, right? So I think a truck delivery network would be cool. It's just that you have to find like a source of coal for them. Even if it's like a really bad one, there's nothing nearby. So it would just be delivering from like here to here. You could even do it with belts, although I'd prefer not to. Pretty sure we already got that one. Yeah, that's our coal power plant over there. And our fuel power plant. I wonder if we've gone above 100 gigawatts now. We'll take a look in a minute. Alright, here we go. Right. Sprinting. What does it actually take to make a Mark III miner at one? Right, production. Right. What? Fused modular frames? I didn't grab those. Turbo motors. Ugh. Didn't I put that in? Or maybe I did that. No, I would have done this. I'm pretty sure I didn't pick up fused modular frames though. I didn't pick up... How did that happen? Alright, we'll grab our stuff. And then we'll just have to, I don't know, fly back. Grab enough for them. That's really annoying. Oh, that's where the power slug is. I wonder where the yellow one is. Don't know. Crates over there. Hi. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Didn't we added one of those, didn't we? I don't know. I don't. Alright, let's grab this. Come on. Alright, let's grab this. And where was the other one? Oh, it's on top of that one, isn't it? Do you mean I don't have a cable? Alright, so what are we gonna do here? Shouldn't it be on top of this one? Huh, weird. The map seems to indicate that there's... I might have already picked it up. That's probably what's happening. I guess we don't really have much of a choice. We just have to go back and grab the fused modular frames and so on. So let's go make it happen. What is this? Okay, just some random rocks. Alright, so we'll have to grab some turbo motors and fused modular frames. We have supercomputers. Let's go grab that power slug. Alright. What is this? Oh, that's an alien campus. Okay, it's really annoying. The only way to defeat that is through the... I was trying to look around whilst capturing this. Is using the jumping thing. Let's see if there's anything else. What? Give it to me. Where's the other one? somewhere over here. Ah, here we go. All right. Let's grab that power slug as well, so that at least this trip will have been worth it. This one has been taunting me forever. Alright, good. Still one on the wall there. No, that's just some light. Alright. Okay. No power around here. Right, so let's heal up a little bit. Xeno basher, put that on. Alright, here we go. So we just need some turbo motors and fused modular frames, and then we're good to go. Did I bring... Alright, let's grab this stuff. Alright, cool. Fused modular frames and turbo motors are pretty high up. And then we'll take the train back. I wonder if you can run, I don't think that you can, but I wonder if you can run tractors on batteries. I doubt it. Alright, fused modular frames. These would probably be turbo motors. No, yet. These are turbo motors. Alright. So where would the fused modular frames? I mean, there would be wherever we are getting heavy modular frames. There we go. Cool. Alright, so let's go back. That's where the train is. Let's see if we make it before the train. This will help. Just plug it in. I don't even know what this train carries. I've forgotten. Oh, this must be the aluminum train. And what's that one? What is this train doing? No idea what that train is doing. No clue. Right, there's an autosave. Alright, now we can drop down. Alright. I almost killed myself again. make 9 of these. Let's also place the last one over here. I remember not being able to figure out how that works, where that thing was. Alright, do one of these. And we'll also do one of these over here. I don't really need this. Alright, no, 720, good. Alright, so this is the foundry level. Can't believe that. Alright, let's see. How many foundries is it? No, how many smelters? 24. And how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably 24, I would say. Now, I wanted to avoid this, so I think we will. Because it interferes with the production lines. Right. That's good. Right, so so I need, let's go pick up some wire, some cable and wire, then we should be good for now. Right, we've got plenty of this. Alright, let's grab maybe a little bit of this. Don't need the supercomputers. Some of that already. Oh boy. Right, and then we'll grab a bunch of cable. What else? I think that's everything. Cool. So now we should just be able to put down everything that we could possibly want. So, okay. So let's give this first slot here to the iron ore. And then it'll just be sort of built out this way as needed. Alright. I also want this power to come here. Alright. So rather than this doing And what we'll do here, similar to before, is just leave like one of them disconnected. And then, you know, for the guide we can demonstrate it. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, here we go. So this needs to be like this. Where's that? There we go. Okay, here we go. Cool, so this is the iron ore. These presents. That's a drone. Is there another one coming? No, that's just the moon shifting. Okay. So here we need to be really careful with leaving this slot open. So we'll just put the smelter production smelter right here. Right. I guess right there. Goes to here. Right, we're making iron ingots. Well, actually, this one is the one that I wouldn't connect or put together. So let's leave that one here. Alright, so how many do we need? 24, so we've done 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Alright, let's put in, let's configure the material. There's a lot of material to configure. Together then. Save. Alright. Splitters. Let's go. Oops. Alright, here we go. So this will be enough to produce 720 iron ingots per minute, and then we'll essentially have two more of these, right, on the output. So then that consumes all of the iron ore that's around here. So yeah. And the other levels will just get scaled, you know, to whatever they need to be scaled to, so that we can produce as much as possible of the reinforced plates, of the other materials. Oops. Did not want that one. I'm excited. There's like a bunch of things happening towards the end of January. So humankind is dropping some DLC. Dyson Sphere program is dropping apparently a big update. So yeah, a lot happening. Alright, so this next level. Right. Now that's the iron ore, and then we'll give it one space, and then we'll put the iron ingot like right here. So let's do that. Right, so iron ore, iron ingot goes like right here. Okay, logistics. And then there's also a, what is it called? Stellaris is going to release some updates, so that'll be really cool too. Alright, so on the next level, it's going to be the iron plate manufacturing. Oops. Autosave happened, thank God. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot more variety. So we'll probably try the humankind it's not going to be this weekend, but it's towards the end of next week. So we'll probably try the Humankind DLC first, and then we'll take a look at the other stuff. Alright, so we just need a constructor. Constructor goes here. Now, they're making iron plates. So, 24 constructors. I think they're going to go quite far back. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, well, yeah. I need to go a lot further back here. Probably by another 10. Right. Nope. I won't keep building if I don't have power. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So there are 13 here, so let's put enough power in for those 13. So that goes like right here. No, it doesn't. It goes like right there. Here we go. Yeah, the Humankind DLC is some more cultures, which I think is really cool. This time they're African cultures. I don't really know much about them, but we'll probably analyze them and then play like a game where we just pick those. And then, yeah, we'll see what's in the Dyson Sphere program update. Alright, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay, so we'll get rid of this. Oops, that's not quite right. Oops, it's also not quite right. Okay, here we go. So yeah, pretty excited about all of those things happening. And then in February we'll have a huge number of game releases as well. But I've done plenty of Satisfactory now. We'll see when Satisfactory comes up with another update. Alright, let's configure this. But we'll be ready for that anyway. Well, I kind of want to complete phase 4. But for that we need to do the... Yeah, we need to like scale a bunch of our production lines. But I don't think it's going to actually take that long. Like we have to do this iron one, which is probably the most complicated one. Or the one that's going to take the longest because of the volume. And the next one after this will be the steel one, which is only actually going to be like the foundry level plus the steel pipe and steel beam, and then of course we have to actually get it delivered. And then it's like the concrete production, which will lead to the reinforced steel beam. And then it's the copper, I believe. So the copper will be producing wire, cable, and plates, copper plates. And then those get delivered back. And then we'll probably be able to do things like motors. So for that we have to do stators and a few other things. And then it's like the then yeah, it's probably the aluminum. And then we also need to do the batteries, but that's kind of it, really. I mean, it's a fair amount of stuff to do, but we have starting points for all of those other ones. Like the aluminum is like right over there, and we just need to scale it a bunch. I don't know how much we're going to scale it yet. I have to decide that. Let's make sure, yeah, this is going right. But the aluminum production on its own already is fairly easy to scale. Yeah, the battery production will be quite interesting. I might actually change the way that we do trains as well, so we don't have to draw as many foundations. Like I kind of feel like using the or trying out and seeing what it's like to make use of like some of these things to essentially just construct like supports. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if that's really very good. Well, so the way it would work is probably we'd have to just look at it and see. Alright. So, this is the iron plate production done. And then the next one is the iron rod, which is probably a lot more. Oh no, 24 constructors as well. Yeah, that should be 48. Because it's like half as quick. If we look at this, it's 15 for 15. Yeah, that's going to be quite a lot. Alright. Do we need the iron rod for anything? Iron plate, screw, iron rod. Yeah, and we actually need quite a lot of it there. Alright. So the iron plates will be lifted there, and then the iron rods there. Alright. The one that we're about to do here is gonna be probably the biggest one. I'm not sure actually, maybe the screw one will be quite big as well. about to run out of range on that electricity. But so we'll go to there and then we'll see how far back we extend it. Actually, no, on this one we're gonna do it slightly differently. We're gonna be like going a little bit wider, I think. Because we essentially have to do twice that, so we'll do the input like on this side and then essentially just construct off two directions and then draw the material together and come out the front. Alright. So yeah, this is the iron ingots, then the iron plates will be lifted in this slot. Right. And then the iron ingots also need to continue. Now, actually it does need to be a splitter here. Right. So it actually works like this. Like this. Now, why isn't this coming through? Ah, of course, because we don't have it hooked up. That's fine. Okay, we'll put this into here. Good. So yeah, this leaches, this can take here. Of course, we have to do the same up here. Oops. So we'll be able to take the iron ingots out here. Right. And then, yeah, what does this do? Okay. So yeah, the production line, it doesn't have to be the same. I think it would be nice to have the construct, okay, I think like here, right? And then the other one, how would this work? But that's wrong. That is very wrong. Because if we have an input, it actually needs to be arranged like this. So how much space is there actually between those? So if it sort of is like that, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. No, I need to look on the input. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right. So if we have this as the input here, then we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so on the middle here is where we can have this constructor, and specifically here, I believe. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5. Hang on, let's check this again. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then it turns yellow. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we actually need to. Alright. So the constructor needs to go to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, no, it's still wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's supposed to turn yellow on the 4th. So before it was like this. Let's put it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's double check. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, so that's the same, and then the other constructor would of course go here. And then let's say we have this, right? One, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then it splits both ways, right? But anyway, we can get rid of this. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay, now this one goes precisely there. Then we just have to go back all the way. So this production line is slightly wider than the production line below. That's fine. This makes it a little bit easier because we can actually share a lot of the things for more of them. So power goes to here, and then this one would go to here, to there, and then continue to here. Okay, I think it's easier to do it like this, and then to do the other side on the way back. Because then I don't have to change where I'm looking every time. Okay. It's not autosave. Okay. that's all connected. So iron rod. Okay, this is gonna. Now, after this, we only really have the screws, which we'll probably do in a similar arrangement in terms of the input, but the output, we'll draw them back to aggregate about 750 output. But yeah, on the input we can actually do the similar sort of shared kind of arrangement. Right, here we go. Right, so splitter goes here. A lot of scale is being produced here. Cables are actually kind of annoying here. Or the wires. No, cables. Alright. This is wrong. This is wrong. Oh no. The input needed to be, oops. The input needed to go the other way. I was put off by the direction of the belts. Okay, that's something that we should have checked better at the start. You're probably like, oh, David, you'd have to undo all of that. Yep. Oh, well, I didn't want to do that first one anyway. Okay, input below, output above. Okay, that's what we need. Cool. We'll try and finish this iron ore the next time. Probably won't be able to finish it today, but at least we've like started it. And the other stuff that's left above is a little bit less. We'll see if we can get the screws done today as well. then it's essentially like doing this 3 more times, and then maybe a little bit of decorating, and then we'll leave it at that for the guide at least. So that'll probably take me today and 1 more stream, then will be good. And then the other factories are, well, some of them are kind of complex, not all of them are. Alright, surely we're back done. Always another splitter that appears when we go backwards. Another one. Oh my god. And another one. How many more? Right, I think this is the last one. Here we go. That's nuts. Alright, now we have to do the mergers. Now the mergers actually have to point okay, so the mergers have to go here. The output has to actually point this way, because we're going to be collecting the material backwards to start with. Then on the other side we'll return it. So on this side here, we will then return it. Oops. Yep, that's fine. Right, so that points backwards, which is what we want. Let's see, what materials are we running low on? Right, we could use some more concrete, some more plates. I guess we didn't really need to bring plates and rods and that sort of stuff. Reinforced plates, because we have all of that available here. The only thing that we don't have available here is like any copper-based materials and the alclad. Right, another autosave. Oh, and concrete. That's the other key material that we don't have here. But that's something that we can keep in mind actually when we bring materials over here. It's like what's already available. Right, so it's going forward, which is what we want. Let's go down a little bit. It's a little bit hypnotic. Like, lose yourself in it. You make a mistake like that. Here we go. so this one, 1, 2, 1, 2, good. And then we want to do this sort of in line. What? Okay. 1, 2. Okay. So that's good. Well, I guess the screws are actually going to be less than this. Okay. Because they actually produce 50 per. Although we have to produce more than 720. In this case, we just produce 720. Okay, good. Nice little mistake. Cool. So that should be that. So we would get the iron ingots in here, in here, and then it collects all of the output and then sends it up on this level. Right. Weird how this one doesn't have anything. Right, so the screws. Oh yeah, so it's only 32 constructors. So we'll come up with a similar arrangement, sort of backwards and forwards, like we did there. But we only need sort of 32 rather than 48, which is 12 less, so it's essentially like six double less. So let's keep that in mind. But yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be pretty much the same. Oh, actually, not quite. How many does it produce? 1600 screws. If we divide that by 2, that's 800 screws. So we actually need 3 output belts. Interesting. So instead of doing something like this, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we just want this one and this one. So 720 times 2 is 1440. So I'm not going to worry too much about those 10 screws. So 1440, well, essentially 4 of them will have to go 1600 screws. Okay, but these take 100 each, which is good. So if we go, 4 of them will be sort of aggregated. So how would we want to do it? So essentially the first or the last, I think this is how we'll do it. So all the way to the last 2, we'll just draw the material forwards in the case of the screws and then get them into 3 lines lifting. And then the last 4 in the back will just come back on the outside and then go into the sort of back one. So that's going to be the plan. Alright, so this is that. So we need another floor hole right here. And we need one right here. And we also need one right here. Okay. Okay. This is, do they have the, no, they don't. So we want that. Okay, so that's there, coming down. This is coming up. That's getting passed through, so then we need this into here. Okay, and then we can have this guy down. And then on the next level, so on the screw level, that's the last time that we actually need these iron ingots. So all I really need to do here, let's do this. All right. Okay, so where do these go? Okay, so they go 1, 2 back, right? Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2 back. Pretty sure that's right. Yep, that looks pretty much lined up. So we need 32 on this level, so that's 16 per side. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So up to 14 is, so 14 times 50 is the 14 times 50 is the 700, right? That will get out, and then these last two produce another 100, and the other last two on that side will also produce 100. So that's the last sort of 400, 200 I should say. Alright, so then we just need to draw this back. This is the last one where we have a lot of these guys having to be put down. Yeah, and the screws are going to be 1, 2, 3 getting lifted. Alright. Here we go. It goes to basically here. Right. Here in the background you can admire our fuel generators. Put a lot of effort into those. That factory took us about 4 or 5 hours to put down. So this iron ore factory probably will take something similar. Actually, maybe a little bit more. Oops. We should reconnect. We disconnected on this level because we were out of material. I'll do that in a second. this time I'll try and get the splitters right. Alright, let's get this. Where do they go? Okay, sort of right here. Right. What's wrong with you? Don't know why this is producing, but hey. Okay. Cool, so splitters. Alright, input needs to be on that side. Good. And then I have to also be careful with those mergers, because they're going to be working in an interesting way too. This is not as ridiculous. Actually, before we do that, let's put in the cast screws. Yeah, this is an alternate recipe, which is pretty good because it means that you don't have to use rods to produce screws. You can make them straight from iron ingots, which is cool. I don't actually know if this is more efficient in terms of the iron, but it does produce a lot of screws on the output, whereas this one doesn't produce quite as many. So 10, I think it's the same in terms of efficiency. It just means that you get to skip a step, which is cool. Alright, here we go. I wonder if this is already more scaled than that. Probably is. It would still be cool if, you know, the power shards were something that you could actually make in some form. So then, you know, you can actually scale some of these guys here, so you don't have to put down 1 million of them. Because I don't think it actually causes any balance problems, right? Because, I mean, essentially you can put down as many of these as you want. Like, there's an infinite supply of the materials that it takes to make these. So I don't really see why power shards... I mean, you want to encourage exploration, right? So, you know, it should be a pretty late game thing to be able to produce them, but at the same time. Right, anyway. So these need to come forward down to the last two. That one was wrong. The last two just need to go backwards. Speaking of the last two, so these need to go backwards, and then these need to go forwards again. This one needs to go sideways, and then this needs to go forwards. Alright. Okay, didn't want to put this down. Didn't want to put that down. Alright. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually starting a new Dyson Sphere series. Did it wrong in both ways. How bad is... Oh, I see. I know why that's happening. It's because these go in a different way. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and then to there. Okay, and then we're going to be drawing this forwards in this sort of fashion. Alright, here we go. Probably to there. And then we can connect these guys up. Alright, so that's all the screws, and then the screw stuff is going to go like on here. So we essentially need 1, 1, 2, that much. And yeah, the screws is going to get lifted like that. Alright, and then, yeah, this is the reinforced plates level. We actually went further than the screws. We'll see how much of the reinforced plates we can do. Alright. Let's leave it at that for now. Okay. Let's get these screws lifting. Oops. So, 1, 2, 3. Right. Now let's put one of these here so they can fly. Right, so that's the end of that, but we do need this guy, and then this is the screws, and more screws, you want more screws, and more screws, right, and just put them down like this for now, and then we'll figure out how to connect these later. It's probably that one into there and so on, and we'll just sort of stack them. Well, actually, the exchange back and forth should happen on here. So we'll draw the screws to here, and then maybe into there, those into there, and then those into maybe there. I don't know. We'll see. And of course, we need height for that. Actually, we should probably do that now. Let's do that now. Okay. 4. So 1, 2. So we would actually probably go to here. Put this into there. So 1, 2. that one would go, well, would go like this. So then we would, of course, have something like this. So this one would be to here. Then I wonder. Nope. All right. Let's see. This would be here. 1, 2. Okay, would you do something nice? Yes. Okay, and then we know the pattern for this. So let's see where this one would line up. Yeah, it would be here. 1, 2, 3. So then this guy would go to here. And that would go to there. Oops. One goes to there. Good. And then, of course, need that one there. And then one, 2. Okay, 1, 2. So in this case, would work something like this. So the output of that needs to be connected to here, the output of that needs to be connected to there, and then all of the screws will be exchanged properly. Alright, and we'll probably leave it at that for today. That is connected through. Okay, so that's connected through as well. So iron plates, iron rods, iron screws, all available here now. So that's really good. Actually, these shouldn't be actually like that. They should be like this. Because they accept input. Okay, oops. Like if we point them in that or that direction, it would interfere either with these lines or with the stuff at the back. So yeah, so this will have to find some way. Maybe we have to leave a slot here for this to get through, and then it can go here and then into there. So let's do that now actually. So that needs to be fixed. Right. Oops, 0. Give me 0. Okay, so that slot here, right. So it would go back by 2. And then it would come into here, right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I think this would work. Okay, what would this do? What would that do? Okay. Good. So we'll put it here. It's not uncommon for me to get it wrong by 1 a bunch of times. But hey. that needs to be connected into here, and then this guy, instead of going to here, it just needs to go up by 2. Right, so that's good to go as well. Yeah, this is fairly simple because it, we could put it to here and then sort of move it in, but we'll probably just do that. This is all prepared already. And then, yes. Now, actually, in this case, I would make an exception because it's so easy to draw that in. But then the other ones here will have to go to the, get collected, I don't know, something like jupes, so something like that. But yeah, anyway. Because these are allowed to go forward to get to here, and they just stop early, so that's all good. All right, so we have connected a lot of stuff today, and then it's just the 3 other levels that are left. So these 12 assemblers, these 16 assemblers, and then these 4 assemblers that we'll put up there, and then yeah, they probably all just need to go in one row. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna go to 3 times this, right? So if we put, let's say, 24 of them in one row, then we can have the other 24 on the other side, right? This is essentially going to 16 times 2 is 32 plus 16 is 48. So essentially you have 24 on each side. So that'll make it a lot easier to get it to 24. Similar story here, so we'll have 18 on each side, and I don't know what we'll do with this. 4 is not that much to scale, but yeah. So that'll be cool. Now, yeah, then we will in the end essentially have 120 reinforced iron plates per minute, or 132 rotors per minute, or a measly 22.5 modular frames per minute, which is not a lot, but hey, that's all that you can actually do with all of this iron ore. So if we need more than that, which we probably won't, we can always figure out an alternate location to get the iron ore from. But yeah, anyway, we'll leave it at that. So thank you for watching.